Hey everybody, how's it going? Back with another one. In today's video, a topic I'm going to cover specifically is the journey and the focus behind when you're first starting as an entrepreneur, right? If you don't know who I am, 19-year-old entrepreneur Chris Hernandez here, run my own digital ad agency. We specifically help ecom brands scale to over 50K a month, at times even 100K a month, just depending on where each client's at with their business, right? And so, with that being said, I think a lot of people don't talk about the journey and the experience you have to go through in order to run a successful ad agency, and also the pillars you need to succeed. And with that being said, right, the principles of running an ad agency are fairly simple, but it's not easy because the work and the amount of results you get varies from month to month, right? Some months you might have no calls, some months you may have 1 to 2 calls, some months you might even have a stellar month where you just have nothing but calls lined up. So it just all depends on the amount of work you put in, the effort you put in, and ultimately how consistent you are with this model, right? For me personally, I get all my attraction, I get all my clients from Facebook. So I make consistent Facebook posts every single day in different Facebook groups, right? So I'm very, very consistent on that end, as well as now I'm transitioning into I'm looking to implement paid traffic to then get more clients consistently so that I'd be able to scale. So right now I have a client on board with my team, and then I'm looking to bring on another one. I have a couple of sales meetings lined up. So with that being said, right, the journey and the process it takes to get to that first barrier, which is 10K, like that's the first level, right? 0 to 10K. And then after you hit 10K, it's like the ad agency. The next step is 10 to 40K. Once you get 10 to 40K, now the next step is like 40 to like 100K a month. So at each bracket, at each sector, as I should say, you're gonna be faced with different problems. I think for me personally, starting out, learning the game was probably the biggest thing. Learning how the ad agency runs, learning what each system should look like, how to write posts, how to write awesome posts, how to write posts that attract people, as well as how on a sales call, how do you talk to a client? How do you close a deal? How do you make the client not question your ability? And how do you come up with authority? Also, the third aspect of it, having a team. How do you find the right team? How do you know? How do you find a team that can get your client results while also not being too much over their head, right? Because for me personally, I like to give my team freedom too. I like to not constantly be bugging them while also believing and trusting them that they get the work done. So I was able to knock out all those three things for me personally. So now it's like I'm at this point where I've been doing this ad agency. I've been running my ad agency for over a year now, and um, I'm doing all the right processes. It's just I'm waiting for that time to reflect on the results, right? Because I don't really care about the results. It's the day-to-day actions. I know that I can improve small stuff here and there to the day-to-day actions, and that's going to get me to the point where I want to be at. So with that being said, I think for me personally, what I need to focus on is ultimately just following a routine, Monday through Friday, having that, and then just having a set list of where my energy is going and where I can take where I can improve my where I need to in order to scale, right? So with that being said, right, I don't think I think the ad agency, it's a very simple model, and I believe that if you're broke, if you have no startup money, if you need something to learn and that can build for something later in life that ultimately can be the cash flow to multiple opportunities for you personally, I think ad agency is a perfect business model to run because not only are you running established business, but also you're ahead of the game because e-commerce hasn't even it's not even $1 trillion market yet, right? So I think there's a lot of potential in this space, right? You have multiple options here. You can have like the agency space, specifically in ecom. You can run an ad agency in different niches as well, like real estate. You can run it. You have real estate. I know people that do like brick and mortar stores still. I know other people. There's different niches with the ad agency space. Also consulting. The consulting aspect of this business model, you can later, let's say you run an ad agency, later down the line you don't want to run an ad agency no more, you could offer consulting to help other people start up, run their own businesses. So there's a lot of opportunities when it comes to, there's like levels or sectors, right? done for you service, learning that business model first, easiest way to grow as an entrepreneur, right? Offering a done for you service. But later, right, you're going to get to a point in life where ultimately you have a do it yourself model where you can create something, you could sell it, and then that ultimately scales. Because there's different brackets, right? You have done for you. Basically, somebody brings you on board, you do the service for them. Done with you, they bring you on board. You maybe they fly you out or whatever. You spend a couple days just showing them the methods, and then you teach other team members how to implement these systems, right? That's a done with you model. And then do it yourself model, it's where simply like a course or something like that, where you can sell it at mass production, because it's scalable. It's just one item. You sell it to multiple people. So ultimately, in the business side of things, personally for me, right, I want to build up my own ad agency to a certain point, have enough experience to then fully go and maybe even offer consulting, right? But right now I'm just focused on the ad agency, looking to scale, and just looking to do the day-to-day actions to get me to where I want to be at. Because by no means am I happy with where I'm at, but also I know that I'm doing the right actions that are going to progress me forward. So with that being said, right, that's really all I have for you guys. Keeping it short and simple here. If you do want to learn about the ad agency, follow me on Facebook, because I post a lot on Facebook more than any other platform. That's where my business is at. So check me out on Facebook. Like, comment, subscribe. More content coming soon. If you have any questions, let me know what you want to cover down below. And then other than that, yeah, just keep striving, keep pushing. If you're lost or you don't know what you want to do yet, experiment, try a lot of things. Personally for me, I've always been obsessed with e-commerce. Started dropshipping at 16, so ecom, I've always been around ecom for like over 2 to 3 years. So now this past year, it's me finally taking it serious. So yeah, I'm just locking in, staying focused, doing a lot of actions, taking the right steps, and then my next step is to invest into maybe even another mentor as well. So that's all I have for you guys. Hope you enjoyed, and then stay tuned for next video.